Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ali Iftikhar and I'm back with another video because express entry draws, too many draws, good thing. And I got a hunch that this year there will be so many express entry draws. Why? Because there are categories, then there are PNP draws, then there are no program specified draws. So many draws, which are all the federal draws. Previously, federal draw would mean one thing, but now it means seven things. So let's talk about the latest express entry draw number 254, which was conducted earlier today on July 5th, 2023. And this was not an all program draw, this was actually a category based draw. And the categories were related to the STEM occupations. STEM occupations are the 24 knock codes like engineering managers, information system managers, architectures, and data scientists, etc. etc. Okay, so 500 people were invited, number of invitation issued 500. Okay, this is clear. Now this second line, it is confusing everybody. Rank required to be invited to apply 500 or above. Now this 500 is not the CRS, it is the rank of the candidate. For example, if 600 people were invited in this draw, then the rank required to be invited to apply would be 600. So it's the number of people invited, not their CRS. Okay, so that's your rank. So if, for example, if you have 487 CRS and your rank is 499, so you will be surely getting an invitation to apply. Okay, so this is the meaning of rank required to be invited to apply. Now, date and time of the draw irrelevant. CRS score of lowest ranked candidate was 486. This is not as low as I would have wanted. Why? Because healthcare draw was relatively lower than this 486. I was expecting a similar kind, maybe 476, 78, 77. But I mean, this is a high CRS. And why? Because usually these IT knock codes, the younger lot, they have a higher CRS score. So 486. Then the tie breaking rule. Let's talk about the tie breaking rule. If you don't know about it, then it only applies to the lowest CRS of 486. So, for example, if somebody had a STEM knock code, but that person had 487 CRS, then the tie breaking rule will not apply to that person. One thing. Secondly, if your CRS is 486, then your profile needs to be relatively older. Your profile needs to be created, your express entry profile needs to be created before November 23, 2022 at this given time. If your express entry profile is recent, meaning you created your express entry profile after November 23 and your CRS is 486, then you will not be getting an ITA in this particular draw. Now let's look at the CRS score distribution. It doesn't look very promising, but let's look at the total number, 214,529. This is not a big number, this is not a small number, it's an average number. Then you see 353 people between 600 and 1200, 726 people between 501 and 600. So almost 1100 people are above 500 CRS score. But today we only saw 500 people getting invited and the score was 486. So all the top four categories, I mean, from 481 to 490, some people were selected. 491 to 500, some people were selected. Similarly, 501 and 601. Because they selected only 24 knock codes for the STEM category. So, looking at this chart, about 5,000 people are above 481. So, if they are to conduct a draw, an express entry round of invitation, an all program draw, or rather no program specified draw, and they invite, let's say, 4,300 people, then the score will be 483, 484. If they invite 4,800 people, then the score will be 481, 482. It is not going to go below 481. High scoring people are there in the pool. This is what it shows. and this is from July 4th, like the after the yesterday's draw, hopefully after the yesterday's draw. So it doesn't look really promising unless express entry draws are conducted with the same passion of 4,300, 4,800 people in each draw, and the draws are resumed every fortnight. Then the score will drop from 481 below 480. But right now, this score distribution, it shows otherwise. It shows that scores are going to remain high even if the express entry draws are resumed. So this is the latest express entry draw number 254. And with these words, this is Ali Iftikhar, and I'm hoping great things are coming